There's no such thing as heat damage. Your hair is just damaged. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to another episode of Clean Hair. If you guys didn't click off yet, I wasn't being disrespectful. But if you didn't click off yet, thank you for joining me. We are talking about the natural hair movement for 2026. Today's episode is damage and how we pretend like we don't see it as well as the fact that I think we need to understand when it comes to damage to the hair, sometimes irreparable. I can't say that word. Irreparable? Yes, period. Sometimes we make irreparable damage that shouldn't have happened in the first place. Also, don't forget to show my shorts channel some love. We're trying to get to 100,000 views. We're at 98,000. Let's go. Let's get some views on my shorts channel. Thank you guys so much. So first things first, we need to, like we said, we need to assess the damages. Assess the damages with no ego. There's been plenty of times where I too had hair blindness. Okay. I too had hair blindness. And then we'll talk about heat trains in the next, but I too had hair blindness when it comes to damages. There's been plenty of times where before I pressed my hair, I thought I was trimming. I was not. I was playing games. Okay, I thought I was trimming. I was playing games. Now that I press my hair on a regular, now it's so easy to go in and just, okay, well, these aren't good, clip them. And I just think about how much damage my hair has had over the years, and I don't clip them. And I think that was the hard part. The hardest part is definitely just ego. It's ego. Same thing with hair. I thought me doing the baby hair. Stay with me now. I thought me doing the baby hairs. I thought that like I just had a big forehead. My forehead is not big. Okay, I do not have a big forehead. My hairline was receding, and I think that's the ego part. And we'll talk about heat damage in a little bit. The ego part hurts the most because we think we're really doing a good job with our hair. We think we have some lanes. We really need a good trim. Okay, we really need a good trim. I also can say too is just that if we were not taught what looks like true damage, and everybody else has just been stretching it, you know. And then there's also the big thing is just that in the Black community, length is your currency. So the longer your hair is, the more people listen to you. And it really sucks because now you're making a place where we can't get haircuts. We can't have different looks we want to try because if you don't have no hair, bald head, scallywag, and got no hair in the back, you know. And my thing is that South Florida. My thing is the fact that it's just frustrating because there's so much ego. Because there's been plenty of times where someone will have long hair and someone will have there's plenty of times where someone will have long hair and we don't want to tell them that it needs a trim, or if somebody tells you that you need a trim, you take it personal. And my thing too is just that we got to take the ego out. We have to assess the damages. There's been plenty of times where, you know, certain content creators who have a big platform, and I'm hoping that they would speak on it, they don't, you know. And I feel like it would behoove me, like I showed you guys my damage that I got from getting those braids by myself. Okay, user error. But it would behoove people who have a big platform to speak out on it, so you can get others to also assess their damages as well. I feel like as a Black community, we have a tendency to focus on we have a tendency to focus on things that do not matter, but we will ignore big red flags. There's so many times where people are like, oh well, I don't have a big forehead. I just have a big forehead. I was like, your hairline is receding. You don't have a big forehead, mama. Your hairline is receding. And I feel like to the ego, before you even you can't tell nobody about their hair. You can't tell them about anything. You can't say nothing they're doing is wrong. And that's why this first section is about ego, because of the fact that if somebody's telling you out of love, now mind you, there are some haters who like to saran wrap their hate as advice, but we need to take the ego out. We need to take the ego out. We need to do it so we can teach the next generation. I'm thinking in legacies. I'm not just thinking about me. So that brings us to our next point, And that point is heat train. So there are terms like heat train, just misinformation in general. We're going to label this section as misinformation. I feel like when it comes to misinformation, we spread it so fast. Like, I was afraid of Gorilla Snot Glue because everybody kept saying it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that. Don't do it, Claire. If you do it, this is gonna happen to you. And if you do that, this is gonna happen to that. There's been so many times where I would just listen to what everybody else is saying and not find out for myself. Come to find out, like, same thing with washing your hair. Like, I don't know where y'all told this, but I was told that if you keep washing your hair, it's going to dry your hair out and it's not going to be good because our hair, the way our texture is made, we're not supposed to wash our hair that often. Honestly, that was also a lie. So I'm going to definitely, I took in the comments that we're going to do a Mythbusters for natural hair. I can't wait. Can't wait to do it. And the more you determine that was a lie. What do you mean? You were supposed to be washing your hair. Do you not wash your body every day? You wash your body every day. I hope so. Okay. You wash your body every day. You need to be washing your hair every day as well. Well, once a week. Okay. At least once or twice a week, you need to be washing your hair. Me, I do every 2 weeks because I don't know. I do have I have a dandruff patch back there. I told y'all about that because there's no ego in this. We learn it together. I have a dandruff patch back there. So she loves being dry. So that's why I make sure that I oil, but I also make sure that I'm washing every time I get paid. Time to get in that shower, So I don't know. I personally just the misinformation. So heat train was the number one. When people say, "Oh, well, your hair is not heat trained." Now, I can say from my perspective, since I've been pressing my hair for 3 months now, I can say that my hair is more receptive towards it. It's like, of course, there's no heat damage, just water. We're pressing with water, and it reverts back each time. You'll see in my video on Saturday how quickly it reverts. But I don't believe there's such thing as heat damage. I mean, heat training. Your hair is damaged. And I've seen it. And there's been plenty of times they're like, heat damage where? And I'm just like, right there. I see it. If your curls do not revert underwater, it is heat damage. Your hair, that's your natural state. If they do not revert underwater, it is heat damage. I don't care how you try to dress it up, but stop misinforming these others. It is heat damage. Now, like I said, I have been pressing it with a steam straightener, but that's water. I haven't pressed my hair with heat, That's steam I'm pressing my hair with. I haven't pressed it with direct heat. So I don't know how that would happen, but to me, I get frustrated because you're teaching people incorrect things. With them saying heat train, I was like, your hair is damaged. Go wet your hair right now. If all those curls do not get in formation, you have heat damage, mama. You have heat damage, sir. It hurts because I'm thinking that there's something wrong with my hair. Cause I was like, damn, why I feel like whenever I do my hair reverse, that's a good thing. Shrinkage is a great sign your hair is doing what it's supposed to do. As well as the fact that your curls as well as the fact that your curls reverting as well. Like, for example, I pressed my hair last night and my roots are already rooting and I love it. That means that they're very healthy. That means they're just like, okay, thanks for that. That's cute. That's cute. They're already curling. They're already waving at me. My roots are already waving at me. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. That means that your hair is healthy. And just misinformation. Another misinformation was the fact that I was told to, if you want your hair to go get a sew-in. I was like, now why would I do that to my fine hair in the front? Why would I do that to her? Hair, like my hair is highly dense in the back and in the front, highly dense in the back, and then in the front it's a little bit more fine. I want to say it's still thick, but it's fine. It's thick fine. I don't know. Fine, thick. I don't know. Okay. And the issue is the fact that that's why that piece of chunk of hair went missing, was pulled up to the seam with my edges missing, right? And so that's when I put the braids in it, it slipped because my hair is fine. Fine texture, sew-ins are a no-no. Rubber bands are a no-no. Wigs are a no-no. Okay, you can't do these things when your hair is fine because it doesn't have that toughness, that dexterity to be able to deal with the pressure that comes from the tension from these hairstyles. So when I get frustrated with that, is just that you're telling me to do something that is so that's so bad. My hair honestly does well pressed out, and then Marley hair braids. My hair loves that, and Yaki braids here and there just for a little bit. So we're gonna wrap this up with growth. So growth, since this episode is all about damage, so we need to also understand that when it comes to getting length, when it comes to getting growth, we need to understand organic growth versus forced growth. So we're gonna talk a little bit about just all these biotin. I would love to do a breakdown on that as well. I guess that'll be in a future episode for biotin breakdown, because I remember the biotin, the different extreme hair growth. There's so many different schemes to get your hair growth. I was like, listen, let me tell you something. This is gonna be a fact. The average human hair grows about 3/4 to 1 inch each month. Okay. That's how much, no matter what you do. You want to know how you know your hair grows? Look at my nails. I don't know if you can see them, but if you can see, I got my nails done last year, a month ago in December. I got them done and there's a little bit of growth. I didn't do anything to do that. I didn't put no nail growth on my nails. Your nails are going to grow regardless. Now there could be, sorry, my camera's about to die. My phone's about to die. But like there could be things where that you genetic wise, but the average person, if you measure it out, not that you would, but if you measure out, it's about 3/4. Now with natural hair, we'll talk about that in the last episode too. But like with natural hair, we just have more opportunity for that 3/4 and 1 inch to go missing, for that to not even matter. Because there's more, think about if we're doing math, if there's about 1 inch of growth and then 2 inches of damage, what does that give you? Okay, so if you're doing about 2 inches of damage each month, think about it. Okay, think about it. But yeah, I can definitely say for that aspect, I want to really let y'all know there's no such thing as growth serum. These are just things that are going to help your hair maintain the growth that's going, but there's nothing that can increase your growth. Now, I know there's gonna be some people in the comments, I took this and my hair grew 5 inches a month. And it's like, that's good for you. I'm talking about the average person that I promise you, as someone who's been natural for 12 years now. Oh my goodness, 12 years. Congrats to me. I've been natural for 12 years now. I'm telling you, there's nothing on the market that will make your hair right. And then I look back at it at the times where I thought I had extreme growth. Honestly, it was just regular growth. I just actually was able to maintain it. So you're supposed to be, technically, your hair is supposed to grow 12 inches each year, and then maybe two inches of that needs to be trimmed. So maybe you're growing like 10 inches a year. So that's how long your hair is supposed to be growing each year. But like I said, if there's more, oh, the sun's coming out. Hi. If there's more opportunity for growth, there's so many for damage and there is growth, I don't see you being able to maintain it, no matter what pills you take, no matter what creams you put on, all that. And then also necessary trims. Like I said, like trimming my hair properly was such a moment. Like it felt so good. I was like, damn, like I really feel like I'm actually taking care of it now compared to just maintaining it. If that makes any sense. But being able to trim your hair properly, that is the key. That will unlock your growth potential, is being able to trim your hair properly, assessing the damages as well, and then assessing the damages as well. But that's going to be the main thing that's going to be able to assist you with getting the growth that you really want, is being able to trim properly. And then also too, with natural hair, because of the dichotomy of our hair, there's certain pieces that you're trimming for no reason. Is your hair fully stretched out, like your ends are fully stretched out, then you can make a proper trim. But honestly, my way that I can tell if a trim is that when I go once that water hits your hair, I can tell everything that's going on with your hair. I can tell your whole life story from that. Just from the water hitting your hair, I can tell exactly everything that's going on. And you need to be able to understand there's nothing you can do. And people are quick to say, oh, it's genetics. I was like, listen, as I said, the average human. Now, there may be some people out there who's growing 1 to 1.5 inch a month. You know, I don't know where these people are at, but the average human is growing that much unless there's something that's stunting it. And that part is genetic, you know, if there's any pre-existing conditions. But I'm talking about the average person. The average person, y'all should be putting away it sounds like money. You should be putting away 1 inch per month. Okay. You should be putting away 1 inch per month, or there's some type of damage that's being taken place. But Don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire Hair. Definitely stay tuned for tomorrow. We are talking about wash day and why y'all are taking all day. It should be only taking 2 hours.